Israel and Hezbollah could be on the brink of a major ceasefire deal.
Today, we are waiting to see if Israel's war cabinet votes to approve the tentative agreement, which could halt the conflict in Lebanon that has left thousands of people dead. Even as we near this potential deal, Israel has continued to pound Beirut with airstrikes, and Hezbollah has been firing rockets over the border. NBC News correspondent Hala Gorani is live in Jerusalem for us this afternoon. Hala, it is good to see you. So we are expecting Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to make a statement in this next hour. If Israel approves this ceasefire, what happens next? How soon could it take effect?
So the ceasefire, according to the deal, would take effect right away, but there would be a first phase embedded within the agreement that would last 60 days. And during that 60-day period, the Israeli military would gradually withdraw from the southern parts of Lebanon. Hezbollah would move north of the Litani River, and the regular Lebanese army, so the army of the central Lebanese government, would then move to southern Lebanon. So effectively, they would be in that buffer zone between the Israeli border with Lebanon and the Litani River. This would be a 60-day period, after which, if all elements of the deal are in place, and this is according to security sources and intelligence sources we've spoken to over the last few days and various media reports, then this ceasefire would become, in effect, permanent. The idea is for it to go into effect as soon as the deal is agreed upon. And you mentioned the Prime Minister of Israel. He's expected to make an announcement in about half an hour, at the top of the next hour. Morgan and Vicky?
Yeah, Hala, what does all this mean in terms of potential impact on hostage and ceasefire talks with Hamas over in Gaza?
So it's a good question. The two are not linked. The ceasefire agreement with Hezbollah is not in any way connected to what's happening in Gaza. In fact, that was one of the key elements that allowed for this deal to happen, because as many of your viewers know, over the last year, Hezbollah insisted that any ceasefire deal with it would have to be connected to a cessation of hostilities in Gaza. It dropped that requirement, making this agreement possible. As far as what happens in Gaza, it doesn't seem like any kind of pause in fighting, or certainly Israeli bombing, is on the cards for the people of Gaza there. That continues unabated.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.